5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring him out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life. Had to find my inner power. To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you. Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. I'm he and he is me. You know the rest. It is the ROMELLO Marcellus show and it's the extended happy hour. But this is a very different show. It's not your daddy's show. But yeah, we get off in all kinds of things: love, life, money, health, spiritual self, awareness. Because we woke, people. We woke. As we let people log on, man, and come into the set, man, you know I got to handle my business. If you like the show, man, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Click subscribe, smash the like, pluck the bell. All right? You know what it is. You're going to have to do it anyway in a minute because everything else is going to be transferred there to watch. And follow me on Instagram and double tap me. Yeah. If we're on Facebook, you know the drill. Follow me. Follow me. You know, as we get in the room, man, I want to say that if you're here and you're able to see this day and you are aware of who you are and where you are, man, thank God. Thank the Father above or whoever your creator is or your whoever you worship or you pray to. Because there's so much of that has gone on and is going on, you know, with us. And yeah, all I can say is that out of grace, we are still here. This show tonight, man, is dedicated to a lot of folks, man, that have fallen and in so many ways, bad news has beat them home. Okay. And it's not a thing where we will be looking at this as a glorification of the things that happen. But what I will say is art imitates life, and there's so much larceny in the midst of it where we have to be better with our lessons in life and being able to have a second and third chance to move on and be better people. All right. If you are with me, man, all right, we about to get off into this.
Please, would you mind saying that again?
Topic of the show tonight is the last man standing. All right. This is based on something, man, that is you can't make it up. And life is what it is, and who we decide we become is based on the choices and the decisions that we make that were placed before us. Here's the art.
Future, baby. Yeah, I was tripping into a whole lot of money. Life is good in Harlem, baby. I'm not gonna let that slide. I'ma handle it. So I dig into his pocket on my I'm still gonna be the king. Be the king. So I start my mission. Thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. Real man takes care of his family.
And we talk about the legacy of these three friends or comrades in arms and a thing that was set in motion. It was December 9th, 1983, where life, as a lot of us know it, changed. For a lot of us inner city people, we sought this, or excuse me, we were exposed to this as an opportunity. A lot of us never knew what we were really getting into with this thing and where it would take us or how far it would take us. Without further ado, man, I have my brother and my comrade It's going to join me in the show, man. We're just going to have a talk tonight. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be that serious, but yeah, we're going to touch on some things. My brother AZ, welcome, brother. Welcome. Yeah. Man, can you hear me? You got to turn your mic on.
Peace, my brother. Can you hear me?
Your mic's still not.
You can't hear me? Microphone. Can you hear me?
Still can't hear you.
I don't know why. The mic is on. Can you hear me now?
Got to turn your mic up. Your mic back on. Remember, we clicked the button.
Yeah, I touched it. It's on. Hello? You can't hear me still? I don't know what's going on. It says it's on over here. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, man, December 9th, man, 1983 was when Scarface came out, man. Yeah.
Yes, Scarface.
Man, gave a lot of jokers the game or the initiative to go and try the game. Jump off
Tony
the porch.
Montana. Chichi get the yayo.
Yeah, hey, man. if you
Great
wasn't already
movie,
off the
man.
porch, you wanted to get off the porch.
Great movie, man. Excellent movie. But it definitely put the battery in me to not want to be broke again.
You know? Push it to the limit.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Scarface. I never forget watching that movie, man. Classic. I believe that movie shaped our generation to become what we became in the game. You know?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Man. I don't know if it was designed that way or whatever, but it definitely played its part.
Oh yeah, based on the underdog achieving the American dream, money, power, respect. You know,
Yes, sir.
without weighing the cost of what comes with all that. Yeah. You know, one of my questions, and you know, we days apart, so kind of like the stature is the same. So I got to ask you, because I had a mentor too, someone who helped me hone my instincts. Who was that man or that person that kind of honed your craft or gave you the game before you got off the porch? Who was this elder?
When I was working in the cleaners, it was a lot of old timers used to come in there every Saturday morning, but they was more like number bankers. They wasn't drug dealers or anything, but they were number bankers. And you know, old man Lester, old man Junior, Mr. Jimmy, and Chiz. And old man Chiz was definitely the one that was coaching me and telling me a lot of things about the streets before I even knew about the streets, from Bumpy Johnson days.
Yeah.
You feel me? All the way up to Nicky and to where it was when I entered the game, how, you know, the cocaine now have took over from the heroin. So he was coaching me, but he wasn't in the game selling drugs. He was more like a bodyguard for this woman named Miss Harriet. Just as Bumpy was back in those days, he was still doing that type of work for a woman that had a number spot named Miss Harriet. But he was Bumpy right-hand man. Real serious dude, green eyes, old man. I think Chiz still living, man, about 90 years old now, the last time I, you know, asked about him and shit. Shout out to Chiz, man. Yes, sir. But Chisholm definitely gave me the game. And then you know, Rich Porter, my man, he was 13 at the time. He was already in the game. And he was always talking about the dudes of the era that was at hand then, it might have been Bat, Jerome Harris, Guy Fisher. These dudes was their name was ringing bells, and he used to be talking about them. I knew nothing about them. Everything I heard was through him and a guy named L.A.
God rest L.A.
They was talking about the streets. Yeah, that's how I learned about that.
Now, there, we know that there's the ugly side, but what I want to know, even through, we've all had our first turnout, right? When was it that you really recognized that, damn, I'm on?
I'm on.
This is really like, yeah, I'm doing this shit.
Being honest, when I first got the product, I didn't really know what I was getting into like that, but I was giving it away, and more so I was giving it away for a cheaper price than what I was supposed to give it to according to the streets. But I was still making money, meaning like if I stole something that was worth $100 and I stole it for $50, I still made $15, but I wasn't supposed to do that according to the streets. So people thought they was getting over on me, I guess. But I didn't care because I was making, my $15. And if I moved that shit quick, I was getting rid of the product fast for whoever was giving it to me. So they was loving me. You understand? So at the end of the day, I remember it was on the first of the month, check month, Friday. And I sat on the stoop. I came out about 6 in the morning. I had like $30,000 worth of work. And that shit went within a couple of hours. That's when I said, "Oh shit!"
Early morning.
Oh man, this is real. You feel me? that's when I said, yeah. And I was working. I wasn't working for nobody but the connect that gave it to me, which was Lulu. And he was amazed. He was amazed at the first time. He had to send somebody because he didn't speak English. He spoke English, but not so good. But he sent one of his peoples with me because he couldn't believe how fast I was moving that shit. Like, yo, go see where he getting rid of that shit at.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he was feeling away. Like when the dude came with me, he seen like about 12 or 13 people waiting for me to come back with some work. Like heads and shit. And he went back and told his man, like, yeah, he the real deal and shit. That's when Lulu took me all the way in and said, nigga, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I met his mother and everybody after that type shit.
That's what's up.
True story.
But people look at the thing, but we all had pastimes. I know y'all shot ball for money. We bowled for money, but then the other things like the bus trips and, all of that kind of stuff, the boat rides, we don't even, everybody want to know about the ugly stuff. They don't want to know about the real, just the good, clean, unadulterated, fun stuff that we used to do.
Definitely, brother. The streets used to look forward for us to do those type of things, meaning like at a point where, I used to definitely give Christmas party for the kids, where every kid that came to the party left with a gift. I would spend at least spend about $30,000 on these parties, man. Give away mopeds, bikes, TV for the elder, raffles, money, $5,000 raffle for the older ladies. Every kid that came through got a gift. Then we would do bus rides every summer, take them to Great Adventures, Darney Park, 7, 8 buses. Just come, whole Harlem, just come. We got 7, 8 buses, just come. And they look forward for those days. Then we get dressed for those events, And Alpo, he used to make sure that he would spend at least about $25,000, $30,000 every 4th of July and light up the hood, on the east side, do his thing over there and come to the west side. So the hood looked forward for those days from us. And that's what made us kind of like popular just as well. It wasn't just the cars and the jury and the money and the girls, you know, the hood was loving us. The children looked up to us. You know, we sent them to the store. Yo, give me a pair of sneakers. Buy yourself some too. You know, we wasn't pushing the kids to sell drugs. Now y'all go to school. Y'all stay away from them. We give them money. You know, it wasn't just like some ignorant shit, bro. It ain't like today how our dudes is like kind of recruit these young guys today to be down with them. Now it was a big difference back then, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different from what it is now. You know, Thanksgiving, you know, we paying for food, people to cook for the homeless and everything for free. So, you know, it was real, bro. It was real.
Yeah. Speaking of keeping folks out of the way, you know, it's rumored to say that if it wasn't for certain folks, i.e. one I'm talking to, there wouldn't have possibly been a New Jack Swing.
Yes, sir.
Kept Ted off the block.
Yes, sir. Ted Riley here. Ted was a good dude, man. And you know, I think he wanted to get out of a situation he was in, and I think he needed some money. He wanted to get some work, and it was like, nah, bro. You know, we looked out for him, give him some money. Now you do that, bro. You stick with what you're doing, bro. You making music for the Jacksons, man. 2300 Jackson Street, nigga.
Exactly.
We trying to be like you. You feel me? Pull us out the water if you get ashore. You know what I mean? That's how we was looking at it. Like today basketball players, you make it out the hood, man. Don't put on an act like you a drug dealer. You made it out, nigga.
Yeah.
Come pull us out, man. Get us a McDonald's. You know, don't come back to the hood acting like us or stunting on us because you know what it is. Eventually, that's going to lead to a problem. You know, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's like they fell in love with the lifestyle. You know what I mean? But when you recognize the game is not a game, you realize, hold up, man. Let me stay my ass over here, man. You feel me? And that's who they gotta be, bro. You gotta change your thoughts, man, because that shit ain't about nothing at the end of the day. The game is rigged. You know, once you find out the game is rigged, you don't want to play no more.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know your game was basketball. You done broke a few jokers' ankles out there on the court. Hand pockets.
Yeah. I have a great handle, but I had definitely a jump shot.
The shot was, yeah.
Wherever out on the court for the money. $5,000, $10 a bet, whatever, let's get it on. You know? Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I look at the highs of it and saying that basically being able to provide a better situation for your moms, for your family, you know, your kids, like, you know, when you have them, and, you know, just giving a sense of yourself a sense of security and worth, you know, and having the toys, you know, hey, you know what? I got one of your toys right here. This the one. That's the toy right there.
The Elvis Bean joint.
Come on, man.
Black on Black 735. That joint was an 88 joint, but I had it in 86.
Yeah.
It was ordering them joints 2 years in advance, man.
Yeah.
That joint was sick though. Black with the yellow piping.
Man.
Yellow emblems around the beam. They laced that joint for me, bro.
Man, this too.
That was sick right there back then. And that Benz right there was nuts too. Two-tone seats. And you can look at the car I'm standing next to, and that was the El Dorado back then.
Man. Yeah.
You feel me? So, but if you look at it, right, look how old that joint looked to that joint. It's like the future. We was moving in the future, man. We was landing spaceships in the hood, bro.
You better say it, man. You better say it. Look, man, people really want to know, though. This guy right here.
Rich Porter, RP. Man.
Special guy.
Yes, sir.
You know, facts laid out. You know, people didn't understand. There was a certain je ne sais quoi about his flair, his swagger. You know, that light. He never wore the same clothes twice.
Nah. Rich was one of a kind, man. Rich was definitely one of a kind. He was always. Let me share something with you. Rich was the type that get up 6 in the morning, be out, do what he got to do, right? And he'd be ready. He'd be finished what he had to do about at least about 12 o'clock. So after that, he just playing. And it's 12 to about 6, and around Rich would be in the house at 9 o'clock. You never caught Rich outside after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never caught him out after 9. He was in his bed, I guess, by 10, ready to get up and do what he got to do at 6 in the morning again.
Yeah.
Straight businessman. Everything was precise with him. When he bought jewelry, he just didn't just go buy jewelry. He had to go in the back with the man and look at the diamonds and make sure he gets some worth. He was, you know what I mean? He was on his shit, man. Like when he bought a car, he wanted to know what motor was in it so he could go to another spot and put another motor in it. He was into what he was doing. Different dude.
Yeah.
Different dude. Bro.
I'm gonna run another picture by you. It might look familiar to you.
Sugar Hill, brother. I hope 46th Street. On base right there. That's on base. Man.
Yeah.
That's the block, 146th Street.
Block, baby. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I got one more, man. Gonna take you back. See, people think that it's just about the corner thing and the this and the that, you know.
Nah.
But all that, man, you know. Boom.
Wow, the game room right there. Jukebox.
The jukebox, baby.
Jukebox.
Yeah.
And each one of those games, it had to be $30,000 worth of work in them joints.
Break it down to them.
Yeah, we used to stash them in the machines and shit. We never stashed it in the same machine that we had yesterday. We move it around, you know what I mean? But yeah, we used to, you know, I bought those games, so we owned the games, so we had the keys to them, so we could stash the drugs in them. If the police come in and search niggas, they wouldn't search us. We act like we don't own the machine. Somebody come collect the money out of this every month. We don't know what I mean? So
exactly.
That's how we was moving with that, bro.
Now, you know, when I look at this picture, right, you know, most people would say that don't know the story that y'all came up from the sandbox, which is not that. You know, it's kind of like y'all, you were tight, but each of you had your own thing. And you and Rich were, you know, y'all were tight.
Rich.
What I understand is, you know, I know, I kind of know, but how did Alpo come into the equation? Who brought him in?
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Was it G-Lou?
Rich was in the game before me, right? I'm working in Rich in LA doing what they do. LA gets killed. LA funeral was his funeral was like a Biggie and a Tupac funeral back then.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Everybody, the whole hood came out at Benton's on 141st. That joint was massive, bro. So, you know. And after Rich got killed, I started seeing Alpo with Rich a few times, riding with him. I didn't know him, you know, and Rich wound up getting in the shootout because niggas tried to murder him like they did to LA. And he wound up getting caught with the gun. He wound up doing a year for the gun charge. And in the midst of that, Alpo met me, greeted me like, yo, I was working with Rich, man. And since Rich got locked up, I've been fucked up, man. I don't know where to get no work from. At the time, I'm in power. And I said, Rich would call me. He called me every morning. So Rich said, you good, man? We could do something. We could make it happen. Rich was like, yeah, look out for my man. So, you know, Rich said, look out for his man. I put him right in the pocket where he was good. You feel me? And that's how he came in, man. And he was a loyal dude. He paid me on time. Everything was perfect. You know, and Rich came home, put Rich back in socket, bought him a Saab and put him back where he belonged, and that's how it all happened, bro. That's how Alpo came involved with the show. With us, personally speaking. He was from the east side, and we was from the west side.
Yeah. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, right? and I'm gonna stay positive with it. But I just want you to know where I'm going with it.
You sure, baby? Yeah, I was tripping. Tripping into a whole lot of money. Life is good in Harlem, baby. I'm not gonna let that slide. I'ma handle it. So I dig into his pocket on my head. I'm still gonna be the king. Be the king. So I start my mission. Feed my residents. Thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. Real man takes care of his family.
Big bro.
Yes, sir.
What was your motivation to decide to say, look, I'm going to put pen to paper and I'm going to share the story?
Being honest, I believe God instructed my thoughts to do that, brother.
Say it again.
Because it was like an awakening I was having, and man, like, this shit ain't right, man. This story have to be told to save a generation, man, because I saw it. Like, I saw everybody wanted to be the next AZ, Rich Porter, Alpo. I saw it, man, and I knew what I had went through, and I started seeing how corrupt it was, and how the game was rigged, and it was a trap for us. So I wanted to write a movie, but I didn't know how to write a movie. So the first thing I started doing was writing music. I started the Mob Styles thing.
Mob Style.
And if you listen to the song, Mob Styles, the first song I wrote, it's like telling my story. And at the end of it says, give it up, it ain't no use. So in the midst of doing the music, Rich wound up getting killed before we even released the album and all that. Rich wound up getting killed. Then it took me into another state. I said, damn, man. I wrote the song, What's Going On, Black. And if you see the video to What's Going On, Black, I was trying to tell this story way back then in a video. And being honest, this is exactly what happened, my brother. And this is real, spiritually. I was at one of my baby's mother's house. She lived on 116th Street and 7th Avenue, right across the street from the building where they made New Jack City and I think Sugar Hill, right? Mm-hmm. That building, that big building right there, 116th and 7th. She lived right across the street. So I was in the house and I'm on the couch and I'm sleeping, man. So I fell asleep on the couch. And I fell asleep and I was dreaming that I was in the movie theater watching a movie about us. I woke up, I went to the fridge, nothing there to drink. I said, let me go downstairs and go buy something to drink. When I go downstairs, right across the street, they must have been, I think they might have been filming New Jack City, or I don't know which one it was, but I walked over, seen Wesley Snipes. I said, oh shit, man. I had a dream. I was about a movie, man. What are you trying to tell me, God? And that's when I said, you know, I gotta write a movie, bro. I gotta write a movie, man. And one of the guys that had shot the video for us, Mob Styles' name was Dwayne Cove, right? He wanted me to play in the movie that he was working on. He had gave me the script to the movie. So once I saw how to write a movie, I said, I'm gonna write a movie. And I started writing. I didn't really know how to write. You know, one thing led to the next. The spirit was moving me, and I got it done. Within 2 years, I had Trap written, brother. And took it to Dame Dash. Dame Dash was there, Biggs and Jay-Z. They had an office down on John Street.
Yep.
John Street, and the suite number was 126. Spiritually, that 126 number been following me all my life, because when I got shot, the recovery room was 126, and 126 in numbers is AZ. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, this movie gonna be done through these people right here. I just knew it. And my intentions was to say, look what happened to us when I wrote the movie. It was called Trap. This is a trap, this is a setup, but look what happened to us. You know, giving you the facts, the truth. No, Nothing, you know, cut. This is what happened. I told, when it was written, it was a 3-hour movie. And my intentions was to do it something like a Godfather instead of just, you know, Paid in Full. You know, don't get me wrong, Paid in Full is a classic, but it kind of was hip-hop-ish.
Right.
I wanted to make it more, you know, Godfather-ish, but it's a good movie, man. But like I said before on another platform, if you take Paid in Full and you take Scarface as a deck of cards each and shuffle together, them two movies go hand in hand, because in Scarface, they showed you where they was getting all this money from. They never showed you where they was getting all this money from. When they bring them duffel bags in the banks, that money was coming from throughout the hoods, throughout America, bro.
Better
If
say
you
it.
can understand what I'm saying, because there's no black people in Scarface, but that money was coming from the hoods. So those movies go hand in hand. If you could feel where I'm coming from,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
So when you finally got greenlit, how'd you feel today?
It was amazing, because first time people, you know, first time writer, first time, it was like, wow. But who Dame and them was at that time with Rockefeller, with Jay-Z and them, if they say go, it was going to be a go, because they had the people listening to them. You feel me? So I think God guided me to the right spot to get it done. But if it would have been, if they'd have done Trapped, word for word, scene for scene, it would have been crazy, man. And I really feel that it still should be opportunity for Trap to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
And to take it somewhere else, right? You know, I kind of, I'm not going to touch on it long. I mean, you know, we kind of chopped it up, and I know where you don't want to go, and we ain't gonna go there, but you know, we just gonna graze over it if that's all right with you. You know,
No problem.
I'm gonna play something for you. Indulge me, y'all.
Y'all want to ask you one question, Poe.
What's up?
It's kind of deep. If there's anything you regret through the whole time you was in the game, that if you could go back when you just started out being that Alpo, what would it be that you would change, man?
The murders. Definitely killing Rich. If I could change that, if I was able to go back to that one, definitely that one. And the rest of them. I mean, because like I said, my thing was get money and hit the holes, man. That's what I do, man. But that murder thing, I never really felt comfortable with that, but I knew it had to get down. I knew I had to get down like that if I wanted to survive at that time. So if I had to change anything, definitely the murder.
What happened to y'all? You know,
I don't know what happened to. Nothing happened to me, brother. I remained who I was from the gate until to this day. I am who I am, with money or without money. I'm not the type that's gonna take a life under no circumstances. If they can fuck up, if they can fuck up with me like some work or whatever, I'm not gonna kill you. Even though the game say that's what you should do, or they gonna look at you like a sucker. Listen, brother, my relationship is with God, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not taking nobody's life for something that we're all doing wrong, selling drugs. So that's my mentality. Always was, always will be. To say what happened with that situation, I don't, you know, it wasn't right, and it wasn't right, and I think he knew it wasn't right after he did it. I know he felt like, damn, I fucked up. I know it. He wasn't the same individual afterwards. I think he went out to DC, and I think they just went on a killing spree out there, him and the dude, Wayne Perry, afterwards.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like that, man. He wasn't like that amongst us. It was just give money and this and that. But after I got shot, I fell back, and whatever him and Rich was doing, they was doing. But it was making a lot of money, bro. And I thought, like, you know, They was on their way to like, like Rich was looking to buy a house, get out the game. They was planning some great things. So when this shit happened, that shit was like, what the fuck happened, bro? What happened, man?
Yeah. But
And,
the movie tracked kind of with that story. I mean, but it's a little off with the timing of how when Donnell got took, and then Fritz came up and kind of blessed him and hey, go handle that. You know what I mean?
yeah, when Donnell got snatched up, he was missing. He was gone for about at least
What was it, about
a
a
month.
month?
About a month, and I think Fritz came through and gave Rich like 30 joints. Get your brother back. He ain't that's on the strength, man. Real dude, Fritz, man. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Fritz, man. Fritz, rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a giant, man. Definitely
dude.
one of the people to eat and let eat, man. King of Kings for sure, man. There's a few dudes out there that we gotta pay homage to. Big Dave, the Water Boy,
Hey.
my man Lulu. Lulu was a giant amongst the Dominicans, Colombians. Lulu, respect to Lulu, man. All these dudes. If you was willing to eat, man, all you gotta do is grab a plate, man. Just play fair and everybody eat, man. That was our philosophy. So, and it was just a situation with his brother kidnapped. The feds is all around. The feds in the apartment got the phone tapped. Rich ain't got nowhere else to go to get these joints off. But Poe, because Poe he going out of town. I give you these 30 joints. Get my brother back, man. I need this. I need you to help me here. So Rich comes up dead. The 30 birds is gone. So it's a weird situation, man. Like he said that Rich owed him some money, but at that, it just don't add up, man. It was like, nah. It was.
My thing is, if you got to work,
Nah.
you can do what you need to do and get it off to work. What's
Yeah, like
that
if that's what it was, this is what I said to him when we sat down and talked after he came home. I asked him, I said, listen, bro, if that was the problem, you said he got you for about $200,000 because he added some numbers to it. Rich gonna hit you again.
That's Pluto.
Right? So just take your money off of that and be like, nigga, you know what you did. And he couldn't argue if that's what it was. You feel me? But he was like, nah, man, I was heated, man. I ain't never think Rich would do that. And in my mind, I'm like, it don't make sense still, bro. Because the same night that he did that to Rich, man, I think he was coming for me, man. He was coming for me. Because I saw him that night. And he asked me, oh, you seen Rich? This is like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I said, Rich don't be out this late. Oh, yeah, you're right. And he had some scratches on his face. So that night was weird to me, bro. And I asked him, I asked him too. I said, yo, dog, what that night when you did that to Rich, man, was he going to kill me? He said, nah, hey, man, come on, man. You don't want to put me on, man. But my thoughts was like, nah, nigga. Nah, you was coming, bro. You was coming, bro. You know what I mean? It was just, I count my blessings every day, man. I'm not one to be like I'm the last man standing because I left that shit alone. I fell back in '87, like fell the fuck back because I already died. They already killed AZ in '87. This nigga we talking to is a whole different person from who that AZ was. I was blind. I was about the money, the girls, and just the cars, having fun. But after that, man, it just made me start analyzing shit from a third eye perspective, like watching this shit from inner standing instead of out. You know what I mean? And it made me fall back and make wise decisions as I listened to my first thoughts instead of my second thought.
Not to talk about the incident in the Bronx, I'm gonna leave that. But going forward, after Rich was gone, there was another situation that kind of happened or almost happened on the basketball court when I was playing late at night, remember? And some folks from out of town came.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that was real too. Rich was gone then, man. Rich was gone. If I said Rich Alpo must have went on a killing spree because we was playing ball. My Spanish Jesus out of Brooklyn. May his soul rest in
R.I.P.
peace. He just passed about a year ago. He was playing ball for some money. Some cats pull up that he knew from Brooklyn, and they called him over to the side. Yo, G, me holler at you. So Jesus over there talking to him for a minute. Then they said, all right, man, I think they got in their car and left. And Jesus came into me. He was like, yo, the niggas came to murder you, man. I'm like, for what, man? He said, man, your man Poe killed they man out in D.C., Dementia. I'm like, get the word. I said, damn, bitch.
Another good dude.
Yeah, man. I was like, wow. He said, if I wasn't here, man, it'd have been nasty. I was like, yo, wow. Then he was like, yo, he was like, let's not even play, man, because he felt like they took his word, but nigga, get up out of here, because you never know what might happen, eh? Feel me? I said, all right, man, I got up out of there. But yeah, shit like that, man. That happened a few times. Situations like that happened. One time, another time we was performing with the mob style thing out in Queens. Some cats was trying to move one of the same. I don't know if it was the same dude, but the same situation. You feel me? My man got us up out of there. He took my car. My car was parked out front, and they was lurking around my car. But he pulled around the back, and he slid us out the back door, and he gave us a van. And me and my team, we got up out of there at Brooklyn. And, yeah, we escaped the Harlem, brother. It's from that same situation. Then another time, I'm out in D.C. This is 2007 when I had dropped my book, The Game Over. And the book company was sending me on a tour, and they had a spot we was at in Baltimore. And some cats from Baltimore, I guess that, you know, cats from out there, them niggas was ready to do something to me too. The Muslims had to get me up out of there, bro. Yeah, the Muslims surrounded me, took me to the hotel, stayed with me all night till morning, followed me on the highway until I got to a destination. They said, okay, go back home. And the book company, they had their people with me. They canceled the tour from my, and so the book had to sell on its own. You feel me? Word of mouth.
Wow.
True story, man.
So you're a firm believer that prayers of the righteous availeth much?
God is real, bro. God is real, man.
I say it on the show all the time. Somebody was praying for my dumb ass.
God is real, man. If the person don't believe in the Most High, how could he believe in you?
Hey.
I made you. You feel me? So once you get back into your spirit and you come up out of the fleshly ways, because it's too hard to please the flesh. The flesh is never satisfied. But once you find your spirit and you're like, damn, man, if I'd have known this, man. Powerful stuff, man. We keep looking for the outside when freedom is an inside job. You feel me?
Yeah. Chasing the things, the money, the adulation. Yeah.
In competition all day, competing about nothing, man. Lies and deception, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I ain't never was the type of dude to compete, man. I was good. I had my spot and get my money. I used to like cars. That was my only, habit.
How many you had total over this period? How many?
About 60 cars total. Buying them, hooking them up. People giving me offers I can't refuse sometimes to buy them from me. A Yankee baseball player bought one of my cars one time. He saw that shit. An ice blue Mercedes-Benz Coupe AMG, the only one in the United States. And he saw me on the highway, Jesse Barfield. Remember the Yankee Jesse Barfield?
Mm-hmm.
He said, pull over, man. I said, yo, how much you want for that? I said, nah, man. I had paid $66 for it. And he gave me one. I wanted to sell it to him for like $80,000.
Could have got more.
Yeah, but I said, fuck it, man. I sell it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But, shit like that. A lot of stuff, man, was done, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff we were doing that we didn't even know we were doing it. It would be so popular and famous to this day. We was just living our life. This was just normal to us every day. You feel me?
But the
it
thing
wasn't like trying to do anything.
Yeah, the thing but most people, when they look at it, like prime example, they read the book or they look at the movie, they don't get the fact that we were kids.
Yes, sir.
18, 19, 20.
18, 19, man. LA died when he was 19 years old, man.
At the oldest, at the height, we were probably what, 23, 24. And then you look beyond that. Now, when the bullshit comes into play, the conspiracies and all that kind of thing, and if you really do the math, the average Joker that was really on the front line at that point in time, what time span was what, 2 to 6 years on
Yeah,
top?
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. The
yeah, man.
6-year run, that's the longest I've ever seen somebody have.
Yeah,
6-year run.
yeah. God rest my dad, boy. He told me, say when the people come see you, they won't have no
It's like when
shields on
that
their
shit
chest.
happened, in Queens with the cop, Bruce Burns, I think that's when they said enough is enough.
But, hey, you
But
know what?
they was letting us rock, man. They was
Check,
letting the niggas rock.
check this out, right? You know
Mm.
now, right? I know. I'm sure we on the line, right? So we hear the little the goofy memes. The hell to the no, 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 no. Tell the story behind that dude. Hey, come on, man. Gotta let the folks know that.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no, no. Who that
Yeah,
clown,
I'm
man?
not gonna speak on the homie, the other
Come
homie,
on,
but
man.
I'll speak on that situation. Yeah, but well, when I was doing the mob style thing, um, I knew somebody. I ain't gonna say no names, but that had a record label that was successful. You feel me?
Yeah,
Very
we both know.
successful.
Yep, leave it at that.
Very successful. And I stepped to him like, "Oh, fam, man, we got something popping here. This lifestyle, the streets want it. But the streets was loving it, man. It had a buzz. The next tapes was selling like hotcakes, but I couldn't even press up enough. And I didn't know the ins and outs, but they wanted it, bro. So I stepped to him. He introduced me to a cat named Bernard Thomas. And Bernard, he told me that Bernard was the one behind Eric B. and Rakim. I'm like, word. Well, Bernard, we went to the studio a few times, cut a few more songs. And in the midst of cutting a song one day, we never talked about nothing, no drugs or nothing. But I'm in the studio, I'm smoking some weed. I was doing the song Streetwise then. Streetwise.
Yep.
Seatbelts on, nothing wrong, I'm sober.
Oh,
Pull a motherfucking car over, bang, 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 a killer's gun ring, a key witness scared to sing. God knows the trouble it may bring. Lawyers cool with judges, work out a budget, case dismissed. They don't discuss it. Feds, that song there, man. You can pull it up, fellas. But yeah, I was working on that song, and Bernard came in there. He was like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, man?" He said, "Man, my man just came up and he need a half a bird, man." And I said, "Man, not right now, because I'm smoked up." And I never talked business with him, and I never had no intention on talking no business with him. But in that moment, I'm in the zone, and I said, "Yo, come see me tomorrow. We can make it happen." I'm trying to get out the way. Let me finish this song. So the next day come, I pull up on the block. Pull up behind me. As soon as I pull up, he pull right behind me. He get out the car. I say, "Yo, you remember what I was talking about yesterday, man? My man, yeah, I got him with me right now." And I had just got in some work. So I'm like, "Then I could break the ice with this dude right here." But I said, "Okay, listen, you go get the money. I'm not dealing with nobody. I don't even want to meet him. You get the money, I'll do it with you." We go back to the car. Now the dude come out the car, and he like, "What's up, hey, man?" AZ talking all loud and proper and shit. Like he's speaking in the mic. I don't know him. He lift up his shirt. I got the money right here. Got the money tied around his waist. I said, "Wow, it's the police, man." So I look through the rearview mirror. I see a van. I look across the street. I see some other white boys in another van, acting like they looking around with some. I said, "Wow." So I said, "You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that for you." I went to one of my baby mom's house. Told her to come down. She got in the car, and we went to the movies. And I'm watching them follow me, watching the vans follow me all the way to Jersey, bro. And I went to the movies, and I guess they must have said he's on to us, and they must have left. Whatever. We watched the movie the next day. I came back to the block to tell my team, like, "Listen, fam, they on us. I'm shutting this shit down. It's over. Forget about it." And nigga Bernard is the police. They put the police on me. And as I'm in the hallway talking to my team, the dude come back. "What happened, man? Hey, man, I thought you was coming back, man. I got the money right here." I said, "Oh, shit, that's the nigga right here." I said, "Come on, we had 2 apartments in the building. when we kept all the work at, and we had another apartment with nothing else. We went to the apartment upstairs and we stayed up there to the next day. And then that's the day I left the game, bro. Totally like, I'm out of this. I'm finished. Y'all can keep whatever money y'all owe me and at work, y'all can have that shit. I'm done. You feel me? And that was it. But Bernard went on to fuck with some other dudes after me. I'm not trying to say no names, but this dude was a number one key witness that took down these other dudes. But these other dudes try to make it seem like I was working with the government. Can't be serious, bro. Can't be serious, bro.
Yeah.
Never in my life, bro. Work with the government to bring anybody down. And the funny shit about it, the dude that's talking this stuff, me and you never did no business. If they came and asked me anything about you, I had nothing for them, bro. I don't know you like that, bro. So in my mind, for you to say that now, after all these years, 2 or 3 years ago, for you to say that now, I say, who sent you now? Are they still after me, feeling that I escaped? I didn't escape, man. I caught 2 in the head, man. I lost family members. I lost friends, bro. I recognize, I respect the game to the point where I don't want no parts of that shit under no circumstance, man. So,
somebody asked, where you from? Yo,
from Harlem.
From
Harlem. I was born in the Bronx, man. I was born in the Bronx. When I was 6 years old, we had a fire and we moved to Harlem, 723 St. Nicholas. That's where I think I'm from.
You know, I don't get caught up in that. You know, people gonna say what they want to say, but you know, the real rules to the game is this: if I'm breaking law with you, then we stand and we go how we got to go. But when it comes to civilians, you know, you gotta kind of discern that those that didn't deserve that because they weren't playing this game. So, you know, when it came down to that, you know, the Kevin situation, I don't care, man, fuck that. I'm riding with you. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it.
Well, of course, because you killing ladies, man, children, man.
Yeah. That's like goofy shit.
And this is on your track record, though. This is on their track record once you find out who they were. This is what they was doing, robbing old ladies and killing people, man. These dudes ain't a part of the game.
No.
These dudes is monsters, man. Monsters, bro. Because if you was a part of the game and you saw how I was getting it and you saw who I was, you were supposed to say, nigga,
let's
show me what to do.
Yeah, give me that. Let me go.
You know what I mean? If that's who you, if that's what it was. That was just monsters and villains. You feel me? And y'all killed some innocent people, man, and for nothing, man. Because you didn't get nothing from me. All you got what I had in my pocket, man, was like $5,000. You gonna kill 5 or 6 people, leave them to death for that, bro?
Blood money.
For that, bro? Horrible, man. Horrible.
But now, man, you know, we fast forward. We know that, you know, Poe came home.
Yes, sir.
Had it good in the witness protection.
Yes,
but he
sir.
couldn't stay away from it. You know, most people say, okay, prime example, out the feds, they have these programs where, you know, any aspect of your life, even in part of your conviction, is an addiction. Being in retrospective to what you said, being addicted to the life really was a part of the divine plan or divine order to have him kneel before his karma. That you live by the sword, you die by the sword kind of thing. And for what happened, to my understanding, it was somebody who wasn't even affiliated. It was over a female. This is what my understanding was. And if I'm wrong, somebody else step up and correct me. But what I'm saying is, in life, everything comes full circle. If you're dealing dirty, the dirt's gonna come back at some point in time. Just be ready to receive that bounty. It's gonna come back tenfold to you. But if you're dealing in honor and respect and order, being a cheerful giver, giving people opportunities to, even in the midst of breaking what we consider societal law, you'll always have good karma and good faith with you. You can't negate the haters. They're gonna always be there. They're gonna do their job. It's just what they do. We don't deal with no bad pub, no bad nothing. We just move forward. But at this stage in our lives, man, I'm professing the fact that everything that we potentially do or have done has been a program. We've played the program. It's an old, obsolete program. And there's things that we need to do as the elders to perpetuate positive outcomes and choices with our generations coming behind us, and to inform those that really were there on the sidelines and only got what the quote unquote bullshit media narrated about our lives, even
Yes,
down
sir.
to all of the young guys that I would see get arrested on conspiracies. They were minors. Half of them, they wouldn't cover their head, showing their faces, exposing their names, and still setting them up for adults. Prime example, when we talk about the Bronx situation, there was quote unquote a minor on there, correct?
Yes,
Which
sir.
they actually use as a precedence to start convicting minors as adults.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
these are the things we running, and we got to kind of use our experiences as that blueprint, that cautionary thing to say, hey, this another way. It may look good now, but even to receive it because you're not prepared for it, you're a fool. And as the word says, a fool and his blessings will part.
Yes.
How many?
Everybody, all those pictures that you see us in, nobody in those pictures left the game untouched.
Say it.
Nobody in them pictures left the game untouched. Something happened to each one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, man. And in not waking up, I was, spending the time like libraries and just trying to find out. Because when I got shot, my spirit left my body. I was on the search of the spiritual world for real, and I started saying that world is more real than this world. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
I read in this book one time, and it blew my mind, and it just made sense to the circumstances. Like it said, killers will kill killers, but surely die in their celebration. So there's no wins in that shit, man.
None.
If you kill someone, you go, yeah, I murdered somebody coming for you, bro. It's just the law, man. It's just how it goes, man. You cannot get around that, man. Not unless you repent, like really, really repent, and you'll feel it when God lets you know, okay, I got you. But if you go into a thought of going back that way again, the covenant is moved from you, bro. You could feel this truth, man. If you really meant it. Because at one time, and this is true story, I told God, man, I'm not selling drugs no more, man. Not doing it.
Somebody said, bro, God has a major plan for Faison. That's why he's still here amongst us. Facts.
Yeah. I had told God I don't want to sell drugs no more, man. And then, in love for cars, I seen somebody pull up with a mean, what was it, 500 thing. I said, God damn, that joint. Me not burning no bridge, I made a few phone calls. Kid gave me, I got 2 bricks, went to work, went and bought the Benz. Right, now listen, I bought the Benz. That same day I bought the Benz, I had parked it in the garage, and I went around snatching up the money I still had on the streets. Went to the garage again. I'm living in Long Island then. And I'm driving home on Long Island, brand new Benz, bro. Not even 100 miles on it, joint. Less than that, maybe 50 miles or less. It started raining out of nowhere, bro. I'm talking about unseeable window wipers can't. And I heard in my mind, you told me no more. I heard this. I turned up the radio trying to drown it out. Shit seemed like the radio went off. You told me no more. I told. Then I looked through the rear view. Here come a Big Mac truck, bro, flying. I try to swerve out the way. That shit hit the back of the car. Benz hit the wall, airbag hit me in the face. I get out the car, I'm in a daze. This little lady pull up in the car. I was like, ma'am, could you, she said, you okay? I said, ma'am, I live a few exits down. Could you drive me home? I fell out in the car. She wake me up. She said, we here. I was like, fuck, you know where I live at, man? I go up, listen, I go upstairs. I fall out on my couch. The next day I wake up. I'm like, damn, I had a crazy fucking dream. I smashed my car. I went downstairs to look my shit. I called. They said your car. I went to look at my car. I'm like, how the fuck did I make it out of that car, bro? Total loss, man. A total loss. That's when I say, God, your wish is my command. I hear you, bro. And that's the mindset I was in when I was writing Paid in Full, bro.
Yeah.
God was guiding me, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Story,
remember we spoke years ago when they started messing with the way you wanted to do the movie, and I wanted to know that you ever kind of get your due with Miramax.
Nah, people old, man. I ain't get my due, bro. I ain't get my due. I had a lot of lawyers look into the lawyers and say, yeah, they owe you this, you should do this, blah, blah, blah. And then once they go and they be like, man, this is out of our hands. If I was you, I would just leave it alone. Like it's something bigger than them.
Well, I'm gonna say it tonight, right? Bro, you still got the rights. You still got some. You still have access to the rights of it, right? The life rights. And
I don't. But
none at all.
I do, not to that film. I don't believe so. According to, but in other words,
well, the
I
story,
believe I can.
The story itself, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that's still happening, right.
Why not put together a 8-part series?
I'm working on.
I'll even use this platform and I'll put it on Roku and a few others. I'm saying it tonight.
I'm working with these people right now. They're trying to get me in. It's 2 contracts I got on the table right now as we speak. They want to do a mob style movie.
That'd be dope.
And the other dude, they want to do a series, about our lives. I think through Netflix. So it's 2 contracts. I have the contracts, but I don't like the way one of the contracts is. So we going back and forth. They just sent Patricia Porter her contract too. So we in negotiation right now to make something happen. Bro.
Yeah, Pat's doing well.
She's at peace, man. She's at peace, but I don't think you'll ever be well. You lose both of your brothers, and your father within 1 month.
Yeah,
that was a nasty situation. Nothing that I won't give her. If I got it, you can get my last, because I know how that hurt. That's deep, man. Very sad situation.
Now, speaking of Poe, I know you had to go get his life rights or the rights to do or to have him in the movie. How difficult was that, or was that a difficult process? And
it wasn't really difficult, and he passed it off immediately. Like, I went to see a girl that he knew, because he was locked up at the time. But I knew this girl that he was in contact with, and she spoke to him. He told me to come to the house. I told him what I was trying to do. And, that was the first time we spoke since that had happened, and he agreed immediately. He signed it, gave it to me, and it really wasn't difficult, bro, at all.
Were you able to catch up with him before he passed in person?
Yeah. That's what I said. We spoke. We spoke one time, and we was in the process of doing something with another. We was about to do. I think it might have been 60 Minutes or some shit like that. We had a contract. We were looking over some contracts for that. Me and him was supposed to do an interview. I think it was 60 Minutes of one of them major platforms, and they were going to give us $500,000 to split. And being honest, I was going to sign the contract that Monday. And he got killed that Sunday on Halloween. I was like, wow. True story, bro.
Yeah.
True story, bro. I said, yo, God ain't playing, man. God said there will be none of this.
There will be none of it.
Be none of that, bro.
You know, a lot of people don't know that there was actually a celebration in Harlem on the day after.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. When you die and nobody light no candles for you, man. The celebration, that's spooky within itself. And then you die on Halloween, man. Yeah. After attending a party wearing a Jason Louis Vuitton mask, man. That's biblical within itself, man. That's you know what I mean? That's some crazy shit. And what's deep about that, man? Something happened to me when I was 9 years old, spiritually, on Halloween. So for when this to happen, when I heard, about this on Halloween, and then a week after that, a friend of mine called me and he told me, Bumpy Johnson was the first black gangster. And he said his birthday is on Halloween. I'm like, wow. Yeah. What is God trying to tell us, brother? No more of that lifestyle? Leave that alone.
Leave it alone.
Because God speaks in mysterious but serious ways. You just got to try to get in and understand what he's trying to say to us as a whole. Say it. Real. I respect the hand of God, man. I don't listen to man. I listen to God first, man.
Yeah.
Once I would lose my relationship with God, I guess it's time for me to leave because you can't trust nobody on this planet.
Well, like I said before, prayers of the righteous have availed much. We still here having a conversation with so many gone way too soon.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives and their minds in the game.
And their minds in this game. Yep.
You know what I mean? It's really sad, man. For you to continue to want to promote something that took so many lives, it got to be something wrong with you, man. That shit ain't nothing to brag about. You feel me? It ain't. It's. What did we accomplish? Nothing.
And the babies out here rapping about it.
Nothing.
And they almost 3 generations removed and never, ever came off the porch and rapping about it, projecting that image.
Look how many lives it took in rap, that lifestyle, that mindset. Look how many lives it took. So if we don't stop, who's gonna stop it?
Yeah.
I really believe where we at now, we the earth have been pulled up into the next dimension. And in the next dimension, some of the old things will not be allowed.
As they said.
So it's killing off itself as you continue to play in the filth. Meaning we are living like in a digital world right now. The internet and everybody that owns these social websites are billionaires. But once you realize that it's not about money, it's about energy, then you can see what's happening to us as a people.
Deep.
They're using our energy to make billions of dollars as we on these social websites, feeding our energy to it all day because it's about energy, man.
Deep.
You feel me? So energy is called currency and currency is money, right?
Yep.
So we have to come to realize and we have to own our own social website and come up off of these Facebooks and Twitters and all that, because that's where the money's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't, we're dying slowly in a digital tsunami. If we don't recognize this and take back our energy and create our own social website as one, and then everything, our energy come back our way, and then we don't, you feel me? Because this is where we at now. It's like in the days of Noah when the flood. We have to build this digital website that we own or die in a digital tsunami. In the digital world that we're in right now. They're going to, a real money, as I'm watching and I'm learning, if you see it slowly happening, they're trying to get money out the way and everything is going to become this crypto money.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to catch up to speed, bro.
Yeah. Think about it. Subliminal messages everywhere. You go You go
see it.
register to book a hotel, right? That little box. Click here. We accept cookies.
Mm.
What are cookies? Cookies are things that are tangible, edible. You
Mm-hmm.
eat. We're feeding you. So by
Mm-hmm.
you clicking this, you're feeding us your information, and we'll continue to feed you. Think about it.
Yes,
We
sir.
have conversations about around these smartphones. I want a pizza. Open the phone up, 5 different pizza spots pop up on the phone
Yes,
from
sir.
anywhere, from nowhere, and keeping us plugged in,
They
Yeah.
know exactly where you at with the phone. It's like, and it's, what's amazing is some people, crackheads and stuff is still out there, but it's weird that how they everybody keep their phone on, man. They don't have no money, but they keep their phone on because if you don't have no phone, you're not a part of the world.
Mm.
That's where we at now, bro.
Well, Book of Revelation says, "Beware of the all-seeing eye."
Yes, sir.
We're in the storm of it.
Yes, sir. Into the net, build the
Mm.
gates, the web. Don't it
But
sound
just
like a trap?
think about this. What if we had this in 1984?
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, I've been off the porch since '79. So let's say if we had it back in '79, and Harold, you were in the land of H, and that was king, and we were able to pump that and process that and market that and everything else right here.
Yes, sir.
And then on through the wildfire from 84 to 89 to 90 to 91, be a whole different world.
Look at Elon Musk, man. He building his own world right here amongst us.
Yeah.
He created his own world, bro. That man got his own spaceship, his own cars, and he's building his own money. You gotta respect that, bro. That's why I
Yeah.
say, don't stop teaching our kids how to move birds and teach them to be a nerd, bro.
Yeah.
The nerds are winning, bro.
Nerds are winning.
Huh?
Nerds are winning.
Come on now. Come on, God killed yesterday with tomorrow, man. Let us not, so we don't have to keep playing in the past and come to our present, bro.
Yeah.
What's done is done. That's done already. That's corny now. That shit's played out, bro. Let's go. We want to say that we own something like that. We want to, you know what I mean? In other words, unity is the solution to all pollution to me. If we own our social website as one and look to help each other instead of like putting them like I got this, I got that, really front because you really ain't got it. The picture never look like the person when you see him and when you meet him. So it's not what it is. It's all an illusion. If we come to realize that and share with each other, we can get up out of any situation, bro.
Yeah.
As one.
Yeah.
As one, man. And I got a plan. I'll discuss it with you offline because I think you might be the one.
Man, let's get it, man. Let's go get it.
This might be the one because it's simple, brother. And I got it. Man. God instructed me to do this in 2007, but it's just people just can't see that far until it's too late and shit. You feel me?
Yeah. That waxing cost syndrome.
We'll discuss it offline because it's a telling you, I can make everybody a millionaire, bro.
Let's get it.
You give me 6 months, man. Everybody follow instructions. It's that simple. We can all become millionaires, bro.
Yeah.
We understand the law of light, the law of energy, global warming. God is feeding all of us. Scientifically, people have studied this. The sun is feeding the earth enough energy every minute of the day to take care of the whole earth for an entire year. Where's all that energy going? Someone's harnessing it.
Yeah.
Look, it's something called, I don't know if it's called binding or something like that, where they got these binding machines, where you run them in your house. It costs like $6,000. You can get some cheaper than that, but the good one costs $6,000. You bind raw energy and you binding it to back the cryptocurrency through the internet.
Wow.
So you need the energy to come in, and they giving you $250 a day to do this, bro. And these dudes is doing. They got 3 or 4 machines, and they making like $10,000 to $15,000 a month from these binding machines, and people don't even know about this type of shit, bro.
Wow.
Because they need the energy to back the cryptocurrencies, bro. So we're binding Facebook. We're using our raw energy into Facebook, and they're making millions off of our energy. People don't know this though, bro. Through the law of life, huh? Powerful stuff, brother. But we gonna talk off of, afterwards, man, because
I
time
appreciate
for
you.
it.
I appreciate you taking your
Brother. It's
time with
really,
me,
really
man,
time, man. It's
and
like all these
chopping
other
it up.
platforms, I be on. All they want to talk about is game. And I'm like, man, I got so much more to offer if you could feel me, man.
Yeah, the bullshit. They want to. I can't. I don't. This is. I'm open. I do no holds barred. And honestly,
Yes,
man, I'm offended with Vlad. Right? I'm offended with
okay.
how he comes at our brothers and sisters when they're on that show.
Yes,
And
sir.
it's fact that there have been numerous brothers and sisters that have gone on that show, and just after that, they've ended up in some sort of hot water.
Yes, sir.
And I will never do that to any of my brothers and sisters that come on my platform. I just want to have a conversation. We kick the bobo about things that we may know that our people don't know, and it's light, but it's never in the position where it's going to compromise my integrity, yours, or your life or mine. You know what I mean? In any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
And that's that. I'm not looking to profit off of anybody's, sadnesses or pains. I talk about it because there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we have to seek that positive resolve or that resolution to go forward. This is who I am. This is what I did. This is how it was. But the intentions of it all, and this is the state of mind that I was in at that point in time, but I'm not there now. And there's so much more. I'm a grandfather. You're a father. Your grandfather. So forth.
Yes,
We have to kind of leave that legacy. And not all of the bad shit. Even Bumpy did great things, man, in the community. But people only remember him for, he was a refuted crime boss, or he did this and did that, but he did so much
Bumpy
more.
was a great dude, man. He was trying his best not to let drugs come through Harlem, man.
Say it.
He was, liquor. That was his thing. Liquor, clubs, and alcohol and shit, like, numbers. That was his thing. He didn't want the hard drugs, and he was, to my knowledge, just what Chisholm was telling me, he was mad at Nicky Barnes and them when they was selling the drugs.
Yeah, he wanted to bootleg, like you used to bootleg.
So once you understand these stories and you really dig in and get the roots of it, you recognize what it was, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
We definitely got to do our history before we start labeling people. And the dudes that come on Vlad, meaning like, I get up there, on the strength of him asking me a few times. The first time he was asking me for 4, 5, 6 years, man, and I was like, nah. Then my brother through K Slay, rest in peace, K Slay, who just passed.
Yeah, good brother, gone, man.
Let's give K Slay a moment of silence, real quick, bro. Rest in peace to K Slay, man. His soul rise in peace, man. Yeah, but K Slay and my brother, they were like, yo, come on, yo, hey, you got to do it for the culture, man. I said, all right, and I did it. And the first time I did it was like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at me, I wasn't feeling. I was kind of sick. I had a cold and shit. But once this dude went out there and said some foul shit, and after
we know who it is.
After the situation that happened with Alpo,
mm-hmm.
I said, I got to say something. I could have went on any other platform, but let me go to the biggest platform, because Vlad platform is bigger than others. The man got 5 million subscribers and people listen. Right. And let me straighten out this shit. That's the only reason why I did it this time. Right? You feel me? It wasn't about no money and none of that shit. Never is for me. It ain't about the dollar. It's about keeping the truth at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I think I kind of straightened it, a lot of situations out on that last interview.
But I feel like, man,
a lot of good feedback from that.
Big bro, I feel like that was some clout chasing shit, because if we from the block, I can pull up and come talk to you. I don't need to go come talk to some white man about
Yeah.
some shit on blast about
I
nobody.
feel that he was sent.
Yeah,
He was sent,
yeah,
brother. Had to be sent, man.
yeah. You know,
Had to be sent, brother. Because why?
yeah.
It's not the truth. So
And
why are you doing this? Who sent you, bro?
after how many years?
Come on.
Come on,
And
man.
you had a magazine out there. You supposed to put that right the first issue you ever had. Nigga, this nigga put look right here. That was supposed to have been your first issue, bro.
Boom.
Nobody put you away but you, bro. Nobody but you, bro.
That ain't nothing but, see, the thing of it is, that ain't nothing but a
Nobody
phone
but you.
call, man.
What man in the game? In the game. You said you was locked up on Al Chapo charges. This is what you said on Flex. What man in the game with common sense, the way you talk like you the smartest dude ever played the game, all intelligent. Nah, nigga. It's two different worlds. There's street smarts and there's book smarts.
Say it.
So what person in the game, bro, would open up a store on 125th Street right next to the Apollo called Boss Sneakers and put a car in there, bro? If you're a dope dealer, bro. That's like if I'm the feds, I'm sitting right across the street taking all pictures, bro. At every car that pull up. You just open up a lion's den for the police.
Very easy.
Can't be serious. I never went in that store, brother, for those reasons, man. And when I rolled past it, I took the fucking light. Can't be serious, man.
Yeah.
But people don't see it that way, man. People got, they get caught up in the fame and the lifestyle, and they forget about, nigga, we breaking the law, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man?
But you know what?
I ain't never participate in none of those parties where they be throwing them drug balls. I ain't never go to none of that shit, bro. None of that shit, man. None of that. Like I said, my only problem was I bought a lot of spaceships, bro. That's
there you
it.
go.
That's
ain't nothing
it.
wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's the only thing I was doing, bro.
That ain't nothing wrong with that.
And when I wanted to enjoy myself, I would go to concerts. I would go Phil Collins concert, Genesis concert, shit like that. That's who I was, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't participating in all that foolishness, man.
Yeah.
Not me, man. Not me, bro.
Shoot, bro, I done held you on here longer than I was supposed to. I ain't gonna hold you up much longer, man. We got to talk.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate
later on
you,
tonight or
brother.
tomorrow, one of the two. As always, I'm wishing you peace and wishing the family love and prayers and protection and covering and prosperity and yeah, man. Let's do something great.
Brother, we gonna talk, man. I promise, man. We talk. Let's talk Sunday morning, man.
For
on
sure.
The blessed day. Call me on Sunday morning so I can let you in on the plan, bro. I'm working on the presentation now, but I definitely would want you on board because I see you already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's do it, man.
Amen. Love and respect, man. Peace to your audience. Thank y'all for having us, man. One love. Peace.
One love. Peace. And there you have it, man. My bro came on here to shed a little sunshine on, a lot of things that we needed to hear and understand about legend, how art imitates life, and sometimes art gets it wrong. They don't tell all the stories, and, a lot of times art embellishes things in ways that can further inflict injury to good people. But I'm going to say this in part, man, as I always do. Love on yourself, man. If you have an idea, there's no idea too crazy for you to do. Get to it. They thought Noah was crazy before it began to rain. Love on yourself, like I said before, because if you're not loving on yourself, those that intend to love you, they don't know how to love you. And before you go to bed tonight, before your head lays down on that pillow, get on your knees first. Thank God for the things that you do have, your health, your strength, your sound mind and body, and being safe in his bosom. Ask him for divine favor and all the things that you need to order your steps in your hands. Let them prosper you. Let him quicken you in your body so that no illness befalls you, in all the years of your life. And let your wisdom shine through in all of your actions. You know, I always try to be the best version of me that I can be because I was given a lot. Thus the saying, to whom much is given, much is required. As we go forward in this show from here on, you'll learn more about me and my character. I've never talked to any flunkies, and everybody I've ever talked to was at the top of their game in every aspect of their life. And, you know, it may take years for you to see some things about yourself, just like it's taken years for me to see some things about myself. As we get older, our minds will put us in a position that we can believe that we can still do the things that we can do physically. This is the spirit and the mind. Also with emotion, these are separate entities controlled by the spirit. So what I'm saying to you is this. As you're getting older, patience is key. To be more exact about your choices and your decisions when it comes to your life. Planning, not just your life, but those that are coming behind you, those that you leave, because we're going to leave this vessel. Remember all of the cuts and the bruises that you've taken, like my brother. Been through a lot of things, man, seen a lot of things. But know this, as I said before, we are all winners. We outran 500 million other sperm to become life. There's only one. There can be only one. But in the midst of that, the things that we go through, we're being used. Our energies, our spirit, our thoughts are constantly being tried by fire. The fine gold is the wisdom that we gain through the trials and the tribulations that we go through. Recognizing that in itself, as you go forward, begin to give yourself realistic goals. Be a cheerful giver of the resources that you have, the contacts that you have, to bridge gaps, to stand in the gap for others that may have that thing that you don't, to provide a positive reflection or energy to those who need it. Okay? Now, as I always say in parting, if you like this, man, please follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Smash the like button. And, yeah, also on Instagram, if you want to follow me there, double tap me. And if you're already friends with me on Facebook, follow. And, you know, click it. Let me know. This has been one heck of a show. There's more to come. And as I'm reaching out to more of my brothers and sisters that we got history. Let's just put it this way. It's going to get interesting from here. Everything you see is all new and it's fresh. Someone asked me, why didn't I have more guests on? Hey, I know that I can carry it myself like I'm carrying it. Now is the extension. Okay? So, in all actuality, as my idol would say, time is tight. There ain't no more. It's the end of the show. I don't want no crying. And most importantly, I don't want no signifying. And all you're getting, get you some understanding. And get the hell off my line. Love you. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring him out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.